what's going on? Welcome to the Eternal Sunday podcast, featuring Ember Epics, Toxic Butter, and Zombuster FTW. Make sure to like and subscribe.
I didn't like
Okay,
that.
I wasn't expecting it to sound that weird. Like, I wasn't.
That was creepy.
You're welcome.
It kind of gave me a little bit of chills.
Well, that's the point. Congratulations.
What
That
does
was
ASMR
free.
stand for?
Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response.
I don't like how you knew that off the top of your head. That's
what is
kind of
that?
scary.
I watch a lot of ASMR.
What does that mean, though?
It means lots of things. Like, you know, I don't actually experience ASMR, so I can't really explain it.
Wait, you watch ASMR, but you don't.
There are people who experience ASMR.
It's like a genetic thing.
Where like they get chills from like listening to it. I don't get that.
Okay,
So,
then.
you know,
You
I
know,
just
most
watch
people would
it.
try and avoid chills, though. You know.
But it's
So-
like I can't explain it because I don't know anything about it. I don't experience ASMR, so I cannot explain it. You're gonna have to ask someone who actually knows about it and experiences it.
So it would be like, not like chills like you'd get from like being sick.
No, it's like it's good.
Okay.
Okay then.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't experience ASMR, so don't at me.
Everybody at Ember Epics on Twitter.
Please don't.
Just like, even though we didn't get many viewers at all.
It's okay. We'll
You know,
grow.
Yeah, eventually people will come
Some
back
point.
and watch the first few episodes, and they'll hear this and be like, "Ooh, I better at Ember Epics."
No,
And,
please don't.
And say, like, if you're a new viewer, you know, like listening to this like in the year 2030, you know, you can still at Ember Epics and like call her like Dunderhead.
Don't do that. If you do that, I'll
Is that
eat
an
you.
inside joke?
No, I got Dunderhead from somewhere. I just don't remember where. I hope it's not like really bad.
I don't think Dunderhead is like a slur or anything.
Oh wait, no, I know exactly where I got it. I got it from Avatar. I got it from his top like says it instead of like dipshit or something, I believe. Because you know Nickelodeon.
Oh, I mean that makes sense.
Yeah. Censored.
Yeah.
Let me know if you want me to do more ASMR.
I mean,
I'll do more.
I think we're fine right now, maybe.
Are you sure?
Oh, God.
Because I can
Yeah.
keep going. Okay, I'll stop.
I'm uncomfortable.
If you make AJ uncomfortable, like you know you're doing something. Because I feel like you don't get that uncomfortable a lot, AJ.
Says the who. I'm uncomfortable all the time.
I mean that, and you know we've kind of been living together for our entire lives, so
Yeah, you should be used to the bullshittery that Natalie does.
I just know how to kill you. Got him?
Lol.
For the record, we're siblings.
Yes.
Not me.
No,
Toxic Butter, I'm not.
you are not.
Yeah, this guy's from another state. Or,
Yeah.
I mean country.
Oh yeah, I
I'm
forgot.
not from Sweden. God damn.
We weren't gonna say you were from Sweden.
I know that's what AJ was leading up to.
Dude, the fact that you immediately jumped to the defense means that
means
you. Yeah, it means you're Swedish.
Exactly.
I'm not a Swedish fish, okay? I'm not a candy.
Have you checked recently?
Yes.
Are you sure?
You like Swedish fish?
I actually don't like Swedish fish that much.
You notice how similar they are to Sour Patch Kids?
Well, that's
Really?
because they're made by the same company.
Yeah. Like, I swear to God, I was eating that bag of Sour Patch Kids you got me for Christmas, Natalie. And there was, like, a fucking Swedish fish in there.
Well, yeah.
I ate one and I was like, what?
The Sour Patch Kids are just Swedish fish covered in a sour coating. That's what.
Yes. I think the red Sour Patch Kid is, like, the same flavor. Because I know that there's different flavors.
I don't know if they're actually different flavors though. because I know there's like
Really?
some candies, you know, that say, "Oh yeah, it's this flavor," but it's actually all the same flavor.
I heard
It's just
Skittles were
tricks
like
you.
that.
Yeah. So I wonder if like Sour Patch Kids are the same.
I feel like they aren't though, because the blue ones are like delicious, and
Okay, but there's like
it might just be
food
my
coloring.
selective mind liking blue things more. But
I mean, people like certain colors of Skittles more than others, and
those
they're
were
all the
confirmed.
same.
Welcome.
Same Esther, same thing. What's up, Jared? How's it going?
What's up?
Oh.
Got a bug bite on my
Hey, late join to the thing.
Here, wait, Jared, let me introduce you real quick.
Oh God.
Welcome to the party, Clover Ops 115.
All
right.
Oh God.
I don't want to be here anymore.
Natalie wanted to start the podcast out like this.
Hey, you let me.
It's because I didn't really want to do the intro again.
So we're talking about Skittles and selective taste.
We were
Kind of
talking
just
about
been going
like,
random
Sour Patch
shit.
right now.
Sour Patch. I don't think I've ever had Sour Patch.
Really?
It's the same thing as Swedish Fish. So if you've had
Oh.
Swedish Fish, you've had a non-sour Sour Patch.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and I love Swedish Fish. Except when it's cold and like, you know what I'm talking about? It's like cold and it's not quite like stiff hard, but it puts up a fight to chew.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
For a moment, I couldn't tell if you were thinking like fish from Sweden. You know? I
No,
thought
no,
for a
no,
moment
I'm
you were
talking
talking
about-
about that.
You're talking about. That'd be really weird if he was just talking about biting through a fish.
Yeah, I'll go to Sweden. I'll be like, hey, you got that fish? You'd be like, yeah, I got you. Hand me a fish. I just start eating it, making dead eye contact with the man like a psychopath.
And then Sven walks by and asks if you're going to finish that, right?
Jared is forcibly removed from Sweden.
Well, I'm not allowed to go back.
PewDiePie kicks him out himself.
That's how I was evicted from Mojang.
Wait, Mojang, what?
Yeah, went
Are you from Sweden? I thought it was just. I know Notch is Swedish, but is Mojang itself in Sweden?
What is that?
Was it just him? Wait,
Well, Notch made Minecraft and then sold it to Mojang, and then Mojang got bought by Microsoft.
Yeah, Mojang is a Swedish Mojang developer.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, he didn't sell it to them. He founded it. Marcus Pearson. No, my bad, different person. It's not. Is Marcus Pearson Notch? Or am I wrong?
I think it is.
Yeah.
I think his real name is Marcus, but
Okay.
then I think he sold Mojang to someone. Then.
Yeah, then he sold.
Or no, because he got a lot of money. I think when he sold it to Microsoft, I thought he might have sold it to like another person, so he wasn't CEO anymore. But no, I think after he sold it to Microsoft, he just was done.
Yeah, it
retired.
was acquired by Mojang for a fat $2.5 billion.
Yeah, he's
Ooh.
living comfortably. He
Mans
is
is
like,
Mans is writing his profane tweets on his yacht right now.
Damn.
oh yeah, that's exactly because I think he actually did buy a yacht. I think that was like a joke that he bought a yacht or something.
I mean, what are you gonna do with that much money, man?
I mean, yeah, no one can make fun of his fedora now. Man's got a yacht.
He's the
$1 billion.
only one that's allowed to wear a fedora.
Exactly. Mans is untouchable.
So how did everyone's 2020 go since first episode of 2021?
It's been very lonely.
The year so far?
Just your overall year of 2020 since we're in 2021.
I hated 2020.
I didn't like it either. I had like my bad. What were you saying?
That's like
I don't think anyone liked it.
I don't think that anyone liked 2020, but like realistically, fucking the beginning of this year sucked for me. Like back in spring when I like had sort of like a mental breakdown at school and decided to like change my major and shit, and then like
Is that what that was about? You, like, there was like a time when you were just, I don't know, you looked so lost.
It was probably then.
Yeah.
Because it was like right like what was it, like March? It was like right before lockdown.
God,
Yeah, a couple months before.
March is only like 2 months away, and it feels like it was only 2 months ago.
I know.
Oh, God.
Like,
All I have to
funny.
say,
and shit,
You're all sitting back talking about, yeah, it's be fine. It's just the news hyping it up.
Yeah, we're just going to have like a week off school. And
Yeah.
then...
That didn't happen because like it was like a collective thing. Like I remember spring break happened because everyone was talking about it, and it was like, yo,
Yeah.
this is
Yeah,
looking bad.
it was like the note that we left off on in school. before spring break was like, hey, COVID on the rise, ab shirts, nothing, spring break.
I remember hearing that because my or what was it? One of my professors was like, I'm going to New York for my spring break. And I was just like thinking, I was like, yo, that ain't a good idea, homie.
It's down, it's literally New York populated area. It's like, you ever seen those disaster movies? New York is like prime center.
Yeah, it's just like all those like cities in like China. Like I swear disaster movies are always in like cities.
Have you
Yeah.
guys seen
Right,
the
like-
meme of the people saying, "Oh yeah, the person that titled the movie 2012 actually mistyped it, and then they moved the 2 next to the 1."
Oh yeah.
Serious typo.
I don't like how people are predicting stuff, because we started predicting stuff, you know, right before 2020 about, oh yeah, it's going to be bad and stuff. Like, people were making jokes about sickness and everything, like, in 2018 and then 2020. So I don't like how people are just making jokes, you know. We're going to, like, summon even worse stuff.
It only
Yeah,
gets worse from here.
I had to
All
go
I
check Simpsons references.
What were you going to say, Natalie?
All I have to say is if my concert gets fucking postponed again, it's on site. My concert was supposed to be in June, and I remember because when I got the tickets, I was like, damn, June's so far away, this is gonna be forever. And then June finally came around, and guess what happened? My concert got postponed to April, and now April's not that far away, and things aren't much better.
Yeah.
Hopefully they have this vaccine stuff figured out.
Yeah,
Well,
hopefully.
I think I saw a thing, like I saw like a diagram or something of like all the countries when they'll be first able to get the vaccine, and America's like one of the first ones.
But they definitely won't roll it out to just normal people like us.
No,
We're
like
gonna be
it
the
was
last
it was
ones to
a
get it.
map. It was a map of where it will be available at, because I mean
Well, yeah.
doctors are already getting it. Because I went to like the eye doctor a couple weeks ago, and like the person that was like getting me like checking frames for me, because they had to grab the frames due to COVID and everything. They had to handle the frames. They said, yeah, because this was actually the week of Christmas, like just like the few days before, and they're like, yeah, I'm actually getting tested tomorrow, or no, not the day after tomorrow, because they said, well, if you're going to take a break, and then come back to work, get tested like on your break or something, like on your day off or something like that, or the day before it. And so they had a day off to get it. So I mean, medical professionals are already getting it, so it shouldn't be too much longer for us.
Yeah, the first area.
Yeah, because it goes medical, then elderly, and then the general population, I believe, right? So,
Plus, like, important people, like government officials and shit like that.
They're normally first.
Yeah.
Well, they're with the healthcare workers, I'm pretty sure. They're like healthcare workers and government officials are together.
It sucks. It's like Ticketmaster, you can't go to concerts unless you have a vaccine. So if the vaccine's not out, or like I just don't have a way to get it, it's just no concert.
Wasn't
Sorry.
there also like a negative test as well?
Maybe.
Vaccine or a negative COVID test?
I don't remember. It was a while ago.
I do know that it can cause allergic reactions, and as someone who has had a deadly allergic reaction, it kind of sucks. I think they got that figured out. I just know there's a warning about it, so I'm gonna go there.
I think it might also just be a side effect, like, or maybe it could just be something they use to make the vaccine. You know, like
maybe.
just a
As long as
side
not
chemical
like
that someone
stuffing tree nuts in there, I should be all right.
I mean, even so, you'll be in a hospital. So
Yeah,
they'll
I
be
mean,
able to take care of you right away.
Yeah.
They'll be right there to spawn me back in.
Oh,
No, then you'd need to go to a gulag to spawn back in.
You're right. Yeah, I'd be down. They can pick me back up. I gotta suck your body.
You just toss your body over the railing into the gulag.
Yeah, I fall on the ground and be like, this boy was weak, send him to the gulag with the others.
And then they just give you like, they don't, it's one of the gulags where it's not even guns, it's just your fists that you have to use.
That and a pocket full of rocks for while you're waiting.
Fight other patients.
The doctors are above you just throwing the rocks.
Yeah, if I'm lucky, I'll be fucking some old woman who's like on the ground, just want to start punching her.
Oh my god.
And the winner gets the winner just gets the actual vaccine. Like they give you a fake vaccine and the winner
pseudo
gets the
vaccine,
real
yeah.
Sounds like a saw trap, dude.
2021 is brought back the revival of the blood sport.
Jesus Christ.
We'll just make the next Saw movie. You know, we'll pitch it like, yeah, we're going to make a Saw. What? How many Saws are there even?
It's like 4 or 5 at this point because they have the new spinoff coming out. Like,
was Jigsaw a reboot?
I don't.
I think there was.
Jigsaw was not a reboot. I'm pretty sure that's like a continuation of the old movies.
It was probably one of those ones where, you know, like Jurassic World was a continuation, but it was also like a reboot. It's probably like that.
Like a soft reboot. I think
it's more in line of that.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I remember seeing trailers for Jigsaw around the same period that all of that stuff was happening, where it's like, no, it's a continuation, but it's also brand new.
Yeah, that's a good way to do a reboot.
Yeah,
it's a little easier because you can keep the cool stuff that everyone likes, you know.
Yeah.
And then like, you know, because I think what happened, I feel like why they did that is because the new Ghostbusters was a complete reboot, and they saw that tanked because they upset old fans and everything. And so so if it's a soft reboot that just is a continuation mainly, they can get all those old fans in, and they understand, hey, it's not supposed to be the same people. It's not supposed to be replacements. It's like just a continuation.
Well, doesn't help they murdered Bill Murray on screen.
Yeah, I saw that. It's like, yeah, and they also had Bill Murray not be a person that doesn't believe in ghosts. Like, you would have thought like he should have been like a supporting person or something.
Yeah.
Not like someone that said, no, ghosts don't exist.
Yeah, he's
they
like,
really should have had him in the plot better.
How many times has Bill Murray been murdered in movies playing himself?
In all fairness, Zombieland I feel like was justified. That was a stupid idea.
Zombieland is the best movie ever.
I mean, the fact that he decided to pretend to be a zombie and come upon a head.
I still need to see the second one. I need to see Zombieland 2 Double Tap.
It's good.
Watch that.
Dude, I remember when that movie came out, people on the zombie subreddit were like, guys, the name of the movie is a reference to Double Tap root beer. And I'm like, dude, that's like, what was it, like the second rule of Zombieland is Double Tap? It's like,
yeah,
it's not a reference to the perk.
To make sure they're dead, yeah.
Bro, what do you mean, Juggernog, bro? It was in the movie.
Zombieland 3 Juggernog.
Dude, if you look at Twinkies, their shape looks like the Pack-a-Punch machine.
Oh, you're right, dude.
No fucking way.
The reason they get those nice headshots, they got Deadshot on.
Bro.
Easy.
As all of our viewers can tell, we're all just big Call of Duty players.
Yeah.
We've been talking about a lot of Call of Duty
all night, every day.
Gulag zombies.
We love gaming.
Yeah.
Soldier in the streets, loser in the sheets.
Even though like we're not a pure gaming podcast, we just talk about whatever.
What else do you do when you're at home?
For a whole year.
I mean, there's other stuff you can do, but I mean, I don't think you should say it on the internet. That's like private stuff, you know.
It's funny because my parents are like, "Oh, we've been here forever." I'm like, "I've been in here since spring break." None of you guys get to talk.
I mean, it's like, I am an introvert, but all those things about like just it's that we don't have a choice, you know.
Yeah, no, that's the thing is it was all choice. Like, okay,
yeah,
I could go outside if I wanted to. Like, I could go down to a restaurant.
Yeah, but now it's like frowned upon because you are still allowed to go outside in a lot of places here.
You're just gonna look like an asshole.
Well, I mean, where I'm at, like, there's not a lot of cases or anything because we're just such a small area. So we can go out and around it, but it's like you still have to wear a mask in some areas and stuff.
Well, so
it's just like I don't want to go through that hassle, so I'm just going to stay home.
All right, so I had a D&D session today, and I much rather have been playing Cyberpunk, but it was weird because a lot of them were there in person. And it just wasn't quite the same being there digitally. I miss being able And I just say that for a lot of things. It's just I don't know. I really want this to be done. I want to like. In truth, I honestly I haven't seen AJ. Actually, I haven't seen Natalie. I've seen AJ around August. I haven't seen
Yeah, because
Natalie.
I came like by your house.
Yeah, I haven't seen Natalie since March.
Since Chili's, man. That was the last time we saw each other.
AJ, did you egg like Jared's house or something?
Yeah, he came by, did a drive by on my cat.
Yeah.
He had a squirt gun. He just
Cat.
Well, I mean, once we all get, a streamer house in Greenland, we can do even the podcast in person,
Like-
Hell yeah.
Yeah, streamer
it's
Can't wait.
in
get along with
Greenland.
it. But yeah, no, I mean, like literally the last time I think we have ever like the people that like live around us in Virginia, like I don't think we've all been in the same place.
Dude, did you
March.
just dox yourself? Oh
Yeah.
my god, everyone, we know where he lives. We know exactly where he lives, the exact GPS coordinates.
But you don't know
Yeah,
west.
on the east
You,
coast.
yeah, you don't know west, north, or
No, we know,
No.
just by you saying Virginia, we know your exact GPS coordinates.
you're right. Come and get me. I need someone to like, acknowledge my existence.
Isn't that what your
Mood.
cat is for?
Waffles, acknowledge me.
He's just going to be like, I acknowledge you when I need you to feed me.
Yeah,
bitch."
he's sleeping right now. He doesn't want to talk to me.
Aw.
Denied.
Yeah.
It's because he's not hungry. He acknowledges your existence when he needs you to feed him. You're his servant.
Yeah, or if I have a door closed and he comes in, sees there's nothing of interest and demands I open up the door.
Oh, I love cats.
You're not even allowed any pets in Alley.
I know, but I still love cats.
Wait, is your mom allergic? I can't remember.
I think she thinks that she is. I don't know if she is for sure,
I
but it's
can't-
just been like a 20-year argument
No,
of whether or
just-
not I should be allowed to have a pet.
Just get a hairless cat.
Wait
But
till you
I'll-
move out.
I swear
Uh,
someone's
If
parent.
you get a hairless cat in Alley, you can have Bingus.
But I don't like hairless cats that much.
But Bingus.
I
Fluffy.
personally like hairless cats as well.
It depends because there's different looks of them.
But they're like
I-
fleshy.
I'm a firm believer in all cats need to be loved because it's either that or they get put down.
I mean,
And
yeah.
I wouldn't want that for a cat, so I would just be like, you may be an ugly little bastard, but you're my little ugly little bastard.
My cat is such an asshole. Like, I will pet him and he'll instantly just try to bite me. If I don't even have to touch him. I just have to be like, I'm going to pet you, and then he'll try and bite me. But then, like, the other day, he was like, he's nice when he's tired or in a comfy spot. Then he'll let you pet him as long as he's, like, nice and comfy. But any other time, nope, you better just be prepared to get bit.
Cat
No.
woman.
Yeah, have you guys ever had a dog?
I
No.
have two.
Dog shit before. It's the only thing.
Ever since the incident.
Yeah, I'm not really, me personally, I'm not super fond of any animals.
AJ's been scarred since the bite of 87.
If I ever had a dog, it would not. Maybe it'd be a big one if I could like get.
Oh
away
yeah, the
from
big
that.
ones are nice. They're called gentle
Yeah,
giants.
the big ones are the one. I have a little one, and that dog's an asshole, but I'll tell you that after that.
Oh yeah, the little ones are always assholes. The little dog breeds are assholes. The big ones are nice, fluffy lap dogs. And yes, they are lap dogs because they will lay in your lap if you let them.
And then you won't be able to move forever.
What
You
about the one
try-
that tried to eat me?
Hey, you know what? Me and my family have an ongoing joke. If you have an
Right.
animal laying on you, you just say, I have polio. So, like,
Not lumbago.
someone asks, like, hey, can you, like, carry this out to my car for me? You just yell back, I can't, I have polio. And they're like, okay. And they
Understandable.
instantly know that you have an animal on you.
Understandable. Have a nice day.
Yeah.
I wish. I
Oh,
wish
so
I had a dog.
my little dog, she doesn't like anybody that isn't my mom. And occasionally us. She's a rescue. She's got standards. Back when I was still dating my ex, and Clover's got an ex story. Oh, here we go. Oh, boys. And I thought, so my parents were out of town, and I thought, okay, maybe, because I wasn't able to drive, and I had to go pick her up. So my ex agreed to pick her up with me. So I thought to myself, like, all right, this could be a great chance. Dog might make a connection here and think, all right, well, this lady brought me home. No. Dog still was an asshole.
Damn.
Do you now like congratulate the dog for being an asshole too, or is the dog the reason you broke up?
No, she's an asshole to AJ, and I'm sure if Natalie came over, she'd still bark at Natalie. She barked at Mitchell.
Yeah, but
like Cameron.
Like the ex, like do you congratulate the dog for being mean to the ex?
I'm sure I would if she probably understood what I was talking about.
While we're on the topic of animals, like, what are your guys' like favorite animals? I'm just curious.
I know I'm gonna sound like a basic boy, but I have to really admire wolves. Just the whole pack mentality there of like sticking together. I mean, that's the way I like Warzone, to work together.
Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes.
Work together or die together.
Yeah.
Your favorite animal?
It's a hard question, man. I don't fucking know. I used to say zebra as a kid for some strange reason. I still don't know why I liked zebras at one point.
Nature's exotic horse.
I don't think I do anymore.
I'm wondering, like, because like the stripes are supposed to be like camouflage. I never understood how they're camouflage.
Yeah, you just
like, stand
out more.
Because like, aren't they in a savanna which is either like really green or really yellow?
Yeah, literally, they're in grassy plains. So if anything, you're just gonna. That's like wearing a ghillie suit in the middle of the snow while your ghillie suit's like spray painted yellow.
Or is that like or is it like tigers aren't or like colorblind and so the stripes just make it look like the high foliage or something?
Maybe giant.
Maybe I should Google this. Here, let me look it up.
Okay.
How about you, Natalie?
That's a really good question. I like all kinds of animals. I'm fond of birds. I like ravens and crows. I like lions.
You like the edgy stuff.
I like orcas and shark.
So you like all the edgy stuff that kills.
What do you mean?
I've yet to be killed by an orca.
I like
one day.
Dude, orcas.
I like all kinds of
we talked about meese on the last podcast. Like, because the meese like can dive 30 feet underwater, they're prey to orcas. Like, orcas actually eat meese.
Dang.
I mean, if you got nothing else to eat and there's a big moose in the water, I mean, it's chow time.
I swear I've heard of sexual assault stories from orcas at SeaWorld or something.
I think you're talking about dolphins. I think
I think it's dolphins. They really like people sometimes.
I think I saw somewhere that you're more likely to get raped. I think I heard in a video that someone saw somewhere that you're more likely to get raped by a dolphin than you are to get eaten by a shark.
Well, like if a dolphin like starts to do it with you, you're going to die apparently. Like, I think 2 girls like died just by dolphins having sex with them.
Well, that's kind of
the issue is, people like to pin the blame on the sharks, but the sharks are just fish. Dolphins are so smart that they have the capacity for evil.
Yeah.
I mean, they do also get themselves high on pufferfish.
Exactly, the capacity for evil.
Don't they like play basketball with them too?
They just pass it back and forth. They nudge it back and forth because the toxins get them high.
They're crazy.
Bro,
they're insane.
Like the pufferfish is the joint they pass around.
Yeah, they're just taking it. It's the bomb.
Yeah.
Apparently, the zebra print like prevents flies from like going at them. Apparently, they do some weird effect on the flies, like eyes.
I'm just
I thought because it's like, you know, horses, like the tail is on a, or no, I'm thinking of cows. Cows' tails
like whip.
Yeah.
And then there's another thing here that says that the stripes are like alternated to help them cool during the daytime with the white reflective areas and get warm when it's not as hot with the black stripes, but that doesn't seem right.
It seems like it would even out, you know?
Oh yeah, because it's like they probably have the equal amount of white stripes as black ones. So I don't.
Yeah, that and it varies per each one. So one could have more black stripes than white stripes, and so on and so forth.
It's just flair, bro.
Yeah, dude.
My favorite animal, as like Natalie knows, and I'm sure some of you know, is just otters. They're just cute. I like otters.
They are cute.
Otters are awesome.
Yeah.
Just like Fridays. Fridays are awesome.
Me and Natalie will just like send random otter pictures to each other sometimes.
I send you otters because I know you like otters. So if I find one, I just send it to you by default.
I went through a phase
it's like
where
how whenever I see Final Fantasy on my phone, I just send it to you. It's just instinct now.
Exactly.
I went through a phase where I just sent people, like random people that follow me, and I follow them on Instagram, just pictures of kiwis.
For a moment, I thought you were going to say dick. I don't know why.
Yeah, that's exactly. Yeah, that is exactly.
Random dick pics.
I just went around sexually harassing everyone I know. Good job.
I like kiwis better.
Yeah, kiwi more wholesome.
Are you talking now? When you said kiwi, for some odd reason, I thought kiwi the fruit. Like you were just saying people fruit.
Yeah, no, the bird. But yeah, no, I don't have kiwis lying around.
Apparently, though, I read this the kiwi bird is named after the fruit.
I mean, it does look like one.
Think about it, right? All right, so kiwis lay eggs like all birds do.
Yeah.
Eggs can be big. That's literally the entire kiwi's body. So I'm thinking to myself, where do the organs go? Like,
where
are they? Well, you know, like a snake, how what happens when like a snake eats something twice its size? Where are its organs? You know, I would think it's probably something similar.
It probably pushes it or something. Like it's more. I don't know.
How do snakes lay eggs?
Snakes are weird.
Snakes lay eggs like any other animal.
Snakes don't lay eggs. They spawn.
Yes, they do.
You're evil.
They spawn.
Dude, have you ever like?
I'm gonna look up
apparently,
what a snake
pigeons
looks
don't
like.
even need a mate to lay eggs or fertilize.
That's why they keep spawning.
How does this come out of a snake?
I hate pigeons.
Dude, have you ever been to DC? What's this stupid question? Has been asked.
We live in the DC metro area.
Yeah, I got French fries at DC, and it was over before it even started.
Dude, I've had that shit happen to me before, but it happened in like London or some shit. I got some like banger fish and chips,
and they're like, "This man's got food."
I remember like looking up at the sky, and like one of them shit on me. Like it went in my mouth too. It was disgusting.
I thought you guys were talking about like them just trying to get your fries.
No, that's what happened to me. Like literally, it was over. Like it was all over me. I was just like, "All right, you want the fries? Take them. I don't want them."
Well, apparently, like some restaurants in Australia that serve fries, they put them in reflective containers because the reflection, the reflective surface is supposed to like scare the birds.
Dang.
Silly bird.
Still can't believe Australia lost a war to emus, though. I just love that fact. I love the fact that Australia lost a war to big dumb birds.
I still can't believe it was actually. I keep forgetting about that. Every time it gets brought up, it still surprises me.
They lost a word? What?
They lost a war to emus.
Yeah, they lost a war to emus. Like, Australia officially went to war with the emu species, and they lost.
Those things are annoying.
Are they just like rabbits, dude?
I don't know. I don't really know the logistics of it. I forgot. Like, I remember looking at it once.
How many human casualties? I need to know.
I like how when I typed into Google emu, and the second thing, or like the second or third thing, was emu war.
There's a salmonella video about the emu war.
I had no idea about that.
This is the greatest.
It's also known as the Great Emu War. Was a nuisance wildlife management military operation undertaken in Australia to address the public concern over the number of emus said to be running amok in the Champion district of West Australia. So yeah, it was just, too many. They were armed with Lewis guns. Like, the minigun, like the LMG from World War II.
Fuck?
They had Lewis guns to
How
fight
did they lose?
emus. Let's see here.
What year was it?
They had 2 attempts. The first attempt, they sighted like 50 emus, but the birds were out of range of the guns. So they tried to herd the emus into an ambush, but the birds split into small groups and ran, so they were difficult to target. So I think that was basically the first attempt, was they just couldn't get the emus towards the guns. And then the second attempt, after the withdrawal of the military, the emus' attacks on crops continued. Farmers asked for support, citing the hot weather and drought that brought the emus invading farms in thousands. They renewed the military support, and then, let's see here, yada yada. He defended the decision in the Senate, explaining that why the soldiers were necessary to combat the serious agricultural threat of the large emu. I like that, like, just some government official just arguing, we need soldiers to kill those birds, we need them to kill the emus.
I guarantee this emu like dive bombed his car, and ever since then, this man just wanted revenge.
Dude, there was like emus that got loose around here recently.
Oh right, they're hanging out in the backyard.
Yeah.
They took to the field on November 13th, 1932. The military found a degree of success over the first 2 days, with approximately 40 emus killed. The third day proved to be far less successful, but by the 2nd of December, the soldiers were killing approximately 100 emus per week. Meredith was recalled on the 10th of December, and in his report he claimed he killed 986 with 9,000 rounds.
I can't use better.
So that's 1,000 rounds. He killed like 9,860 rounds. That's 10 rounds per emu.
Bears pumping a full magazine into an emu.
What the fuck? And they still lost?
This year, aftermath. Despite the problems encountered with the coal, the farmers of the region once again requested military assistance in 1934, 1943, and 1948, only to be turned down by the government.
These people lost like the Nazis.
So it's because they couldn't. I guess the loss means like they just
gave up or whatever.
Yeah.
They realized it wasn't worth the.
I like how.
I like how at the end of this article, it says, in recent years, references to the Emu War have been a popular internet meme. In 2020, it inspired a video game entitled Emu War. I gotta find this video game, Emu War.
Oh god.
I like how figures like Hitler and the Nazis and all that were like on the rise. The 1930s in Australia is like, nah, dude, emus.
It is on Steam. Emu War is on Steam. I have to. I'm opening up Steam right now to see it.
The game.
That came out in 2020 apparently. Emu War in 2020. Let's see if I can find it. That. If it's co-op, we gotta all like try this or something.
Oh god.
Come on, Steam, open faster. God, if I'm going to try this game either way though. When I see it, I'm
How much is it?
Steam just opened. Hang on, I'm waiting for everything to load.
Watch be like $60.
Huh.
Oh my god, there's 3 of them.
Oh gee.
The Great Emu War, which is free, Emu War, which is $5, and the Great Emu War of 1932, which is $2.49. Let's see here. So the Great Emu War is split screen. So I don't think it's online. Hang on, I'm seeing if it's online.
Is it good?
Bro, it looks like it was on the same engine as Ark Survival Evolved.
It has mostly positive reviews. The Great Emu War does mostly positive.
That's
It's
surprising.
an early access game.
Emu War with an exclamation point. You know that
Like a
exclamation
mobile
point's very important.
Is this on the phone?
I saw window games, and that makes me very sad.
The Great Emu War. This looks like a mobile game.
Yeah, I know. Emu War is only single player. Human versus Emu Carnage. Play as either man or bird in this game, featuring open world sandbox environments to smaller scale arena skirmishes. Customize your own battles using unlocked characters, weapons, and vehicles in the architect mode. Unlocked characters? What is there?
What the hell?
Like, are there characters for emus? Like,
what the hell is this?
Archibald the Emu. There's one more. I need to see what this last one is.
This looks like Goat Simulator, but they just replaced the goat with an emu.
The Emu War of 1932 is a fast-paced top-down shooter based on the famous failed emu coal in the outback, Western Australia. I don't like the look of this one. I think if I
Way down under.
it doesn't look as good. It's also only single player. I feel like this would be better. Top down's better with like 4 people, you know.
Dead Ups Arcade Emu.
Yeah, dude.
That's what it is. That's literally what it is. God.
The Great Emu War Casualties musical artist. What?
Who knows? Who knows anymore? There.
I guess that's a band. The Great Emu War Casualties.
That's a nice name.
You just gotta remember the fallen comrades
Yeah.
that we lost to the emus.
Were there casualties at all?
I don't.
For the
Gotta be at
emus.
I
least one.
doubt it.
See, for the emus, there was only 986 casualties.
Well, no, that's what one person said he killed. There were like thousands that were killed.
Yeah.
apparently.
For humanity, I don't know. I don't think they sucked that much.
Australia is
We
a
got
weird
'em.
place, man.
Yeah, dude.
Australia is so weird.
Oh, look at human casualties in the Great Emu War.
Oh my god.
The Great Emu War. Yeah, there you go.
While he searches that up, anyone knows stuff like a topic they want to talk about?
I got nothing. I don't know.
I mean, I could just ask, our 2 new co-hosts, because Natalie was your last podcast, so I could ask you guys just similar questions I asked last time.
Oh, thank heaven it was 0. So saith Cora. Who I have an account for and I completely forgot about. I swear I just get emails every once in a while saying, "Hey, Clover, you know that so Quora Digest," and I was like, when did I make an account for this? Why did I make an account for this?
Dude, Quora is an absolute cesspool.
It used to be good. I remember when Quora actually used to be good.
Oh, fuck. I know what you're talking about now. I was like,
I get
what?
emails all the
Quora?
time.
And I was like, never mind. Yeah,
They
were they
pick a number between 1 and 100.
a number between 1 and 100?
Yeah.
9.
9.
Nice.
Well, I know what the answer will be to this one. What is your biggest complaint about your job? You don't have one. At least I don't think you do, do
You
you?
don't know me.
Not currently. If you want to know, my biggest complaint about my past job is just how terrible the people I had, like the people who came, like the customers. The amount of awful customers who just gave
Isn't that
no
always
chance.
retail though?
Yeah,
Like
I feel like it
that's
is.
just like basic.
like everything
Jared,
else
you
is
pick-
just fine.
Where do you pick a number between 1 and 100?
1
Or do you want the same
100.
one?
77.
77.
Number 77.
77.
Are you an introvert or an extrovert?
I think,
wonder. I think we talked about it earlier.
Actually, I like to believe I'm an extrovert.
Really?
Yes.
What are you doing on this podcast then? Get out of here.
Oh, okay.
It's
I was-
only for introverts. You think I'm an introvert?
AJ, you're in your dark room. No one plays in a dark room unless they're an introvert.
I play in a dark room. It's just I don't like light.
Yeah,
Like,
light hurts my skin.
No. I don't like vitamin D.
Do you guys like garlic then at all?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like garlic bread. You guys ever had Texas toast?
So you guys aren't
Of course.
vampires, got it.
Yeah,
I
I
am.
still like this. Still like
It
light.
depends on the Texas toast, because I had like Texas toast at one point, and like it just tasted awful.
Yeah, you got to get it right.
Where'd
Unless
you
you
get it
got
from?
burnt Texas toast.
Well, no, it wasn't even burnt. It was just like I don't know what it was. Something with like one of the flavors just tasted awful.
You know what I hate is like, okay, so take Texas toast for example. Like, I remember at the school they used to serve something that looked like it, but you could like see the cheese in it, and it just kind of looked gross. It was like these like yellow lumps.
What?
Uh,
Do you
fuck
guys
school
remember
food.
Bosco sticks? Like was
Of
Bosco
course.
sticks? Okay,
I've never. I
wanted
don't
to
think
make
I've
sure they
had
weren't
one.
just a thing around here.
Wait, what
No,
is
you know,
that?
like
The breakfast sometimes.
You look them up real quick.
the boss. What my school did with the Bosco sticks usually was it was the pizza one. It had like pepperoni and mozzarella in it. So it was
good.
like a breadstick, but it was like filled with like pizza stuff, basically.
Oh yeah, I think I had one of those.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
these.
Bosco. Yeah,
they were like
Bosco
normally. Champ
Oh.
normally served them in the morning for some reason. I don't really get why they'd serve like basically pepperoni pizza in the morning, but they
Dude,
were like
everyone in my
rarely there for
school,
lunch.
like,
I remember
because
people that
how
serve it
my
on-
high school worked is you could go on either side. Like, they had two different options, and you just chose which side you wanted by standing in the line. And if you saw pizza sticks, you knew they were Bosco sticks, and everyone was in that line. You had to get there early if you didn't want to wait like almost the entire lunch shift.
Just
I
get
don't know why my middle school lunch was better than my high school lunch.
Because middle school lunch, at least for me, how it was the teachers always asked what you were going to eat, so it's not like they're just making basic stuff. They actually, it's like, hey, we have a limited, like, they're going to make a limited supply,
See, because what we had was we had like your standard run of the mill, like lunch line, and then we had that snack bar line, which was like where you get your burgers and all that, all that good crap.
Yeah, we had, so how mine was, like, we had two distinct things in high school, and then at the end there were also, on either side there was the basic stuff as well.
See, at high school, my diet was just chicken. That's all. Chicken sandwich every day.
Chicken sandwich with bread.
Yeah.
I actually kind of enjoyed school pizza.
Oh,
Like
you didn't have ours then.
You're
I
insane.
felt like the one at our high school was like really depended. Like sometimes I thought it was fine, and then other times it was really gross.
Yeah, I had to walk away. I had one, and it like split straight down the middle, and I'm not talking like sideways straight. I mean like, it was like a layer had been chopped off, and it was white, and I was just like, I'm done.
Now, I love drinking chocolate milk and everything, and my school offered it, but I had to stop drinking the chocolate milk at my high school because every time I grabbed one, it was frozen.
Oh, yeah.
So I was like, screw that. I'm going to go to the vending machines, pay $1 for a can of soda because I don't want frozen milk.
Bro, whenever I had $1 or like $2 for, except I don't like the vending machines. I'd always like forget. I'd put in $1 and I like didn't have enough. So not only did I just lose $1, but yeah, now whenever I had those $2 for that vending machine, greatest day of my life.
Dude, I hated how they would never give you the change back if you didn't have enough to buy an item.
Yeah, exactly. So I had to go to the office. I had to go file something, and I had to like wait a week
For a quarter?
for like $1.
Bruh.
I mean, dude, my school's vending machines actually were filled with decent stuff. Like they had the soda, like they actually had soda vending machines, and they were on around lunch and the beginning of the school. Like they were timed to turned on and stuff, but they always had it around like when people should be using them.
So we had some good stuff. You just had to know where to look.
And also,
there was these Ritz crackers that were like garlicky or something, or garden herb, and they were good.
It's funny because all the stuff that like I guess you could label as crap food, but I mean like it was good food. Like it was the junk food. It was all near. It was all near the gyms.
But they were never open because it was like the minute school started, they locked like all the vending machines that were like.
I swear that was right when we got our new principal too.
Yeah, it was like stupid because it was like, oh, it's caffeine. We can't sell it during the day. So some of them were on sometimes, and some of them were fucked up.
Yeah, it was just like, all right, yeah.
It was hot all the time. Like I got like a Snapple out of that, and it was like warm. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, you remember the one that made hallway? It didn't work after. Even when it turned on, it just didn't work.
I got a nice iced tea from one of those one time, and it got stuck right in the middle.
Yeah, I honestly
smacked into
so
it.
I actually got lucky because my school had the vending machines where like if it noticed that it didn't drop to the bottom, it'd do another. And so I got lucky at one point because I was getting like those Ritz crackers that I really enjoyed because they were like the thin baked kind of that were garden herb or something. And one got stuck. It did another, got stuck. And then the third one dropped and I got 3 for free.
Bro, you gotta feel bad for those kids that with the machines that don't do that, but somebody gets it and gets both
your hall and some in their hall, and you're like, that's great. Might as well just got you lunch.
Like so in my college I go to, like half of the vending machines do that, and then the other half don't. So it's like you just gotta take your pick, and and they look the same. All the machines look the same.
You gotta
so
take
you
up
just gotta get lucky.
You gotta take up a gamble with God.
Yeah, and then once you find one that does that and has stuff that you like, you just always go there.
Yeah,
you know?
That's what I like about the college I had too. Like, okay, not gonna lie, they rob you. It's expensive, but their food is good.
At the cafeteria, or like
in their little like food.
I had like a breakfast bagel there one time. That's pretty nice. It's good.
I always stocked up on like Coke or some crap.
I didn't really go to my college's cafeteria. I only had like their food once, and it's because like they were having like a sale on it and stuff. Like they just were offering a special on everything.
No, I used to always sit with Natalie, and then she left.
But see,
I'm sorry.
There is because literally, they're down the street, like right down the street, there's a Dairy Queen. And then across the highway, which isn't too far, it's because it's like there's the college campus, and then there's a roundabout. On the second exit of the roundabout is where Dairy Queen is, and then the third exit is how you go up to the highway. And across the highway, there's Subway, Burger King, and just a whole bunch of places. So like there's a ton of food areas, and then there's also Taco Bell like down the highway a little bit. So it's like there's tons of food places like a few minutes away. I'm going to go fucking get me Taco Bell or maybe some ice cream at Dairy Queen.
Yeah, we got one
Taco Bell piss nachos,
We got one of those situations, but you know, and where it's at though is one of those you better be able to like, you better be ready. You're not gonna have a good time.
Oh yeah,
like if
you might accidentally end up on the highway.
Dude, that has happened me so many times. I've had to like yank out of a lane.
Fuck that merge lane. It's so confusing.
That place sucks.
That's why I never go under that bridge, because the traffic is so bad.
Fucking
I went to
hate
get
that place.
breakfast from Taco Bell one time before my chem class, like my first semester of college. And I almost got late, and I left so early. I got like a crunch wrap. That shit was good, but I was like, I almost got like late here for my lab.
Damn. Honestly, though, I mean, teacher would have been like, "Oh, you got Taco Bell. It's all good.
You're excused."
all my teachers in college are like, "Yeah, if you're late a little bit, doesn't matter, you know."
Yeah, that's what I like about college teachers. Is they're like.
I had one teacher that said, "Food is only allowed if you have enough to share, but doesn't mean you have to share it. You just have to have enough to share, but you don't have to."
I had a teacher that was like, I don't care if you I don't care what you bring to drink. I don't care if it's alcohol. Just don't get rowdy.
Damn.
Is that?
Okay, so like, in high school, I had like a college cast. Like, I went to a college campus for half the day in my high school, and one time there, I feel like I told you guys this story, but you know, first time on the podcast telling it, so I can.
That's good.
But the teacher that I had there at the college course, like we all got Domino's pizza. Everyone was able to order their own if they wanted, or like pitch in to order one with like their friends and stuff. So I got my own because I had like $10 on me. So it's like, yeah, I'm going to get my own. And I got a ham and black olive pizza. And the teacher looks at it because he's the one handing them out, and he's like, "Who got black olives?" And I just say, "I did," and he's just like, "Oh, okay, that makes sense." It's like, what the fuck is that supposed to mean? Why does that make sense? I got
He's
it.
out in the Swedes in his class.
God damn it, AJ.
He's like, look at this dude. Look at this dude.
I remember when people at our high school used to be chill about letting people order pizza.
All right.
Like a principal, like the directive of the principal was like, yeah, we're just not going to do that anymore.
Dude, I actually had like the pizza guy, because they didn't want to have him go to the office and wait till lunch. So I was in like my Spanish class in high school, and they had the pizza guy come to the window actually.
You gotta feel bad for those guys, though. It's always gonna be awkward.
Yeah.
Like, you're just
not really, because the guy that was delivering the pizza at the Domino's where I went to high school at, he was the father of one of the students there. So it's like
he's
we
like,
always go like, Mr. M.
He's like, son, I got your pizza, son.
Well, it wasn't his son that really ordered it, but we see him and we just be like, "Hey, Mr. M," as we saw him walking to like the past the cafeteria or something.
Oh crap! I completely forgot about the butter. You just reminded me of a story. Natalie and AJ, you guys we went to go see How to Train Your Dragon 3, right? And you guys went to what was it, Japanese restaurant in Walmart?
Sarku.
Sorry, yeah. So
Oh, right.
your boy went to go to Domino.
Oh, he just got a whole
Papa
pizza.
Johan.
Yeah, I went to go to my day of reckoning had come, and I got an entire pizza. Remember, I walked into a Walmart with like sliced down my throat and all in my hand.
Oh,
I
I
remember
fucking
that.
remember that.
Yeah.
The other day,
You're like,
I
Jared,
actually-
we got to go inside. I'm like, why? My pizza better not get cold though.
the other day I actually got myself just 2 pizzas and I forgot to change the size, so they just made them large because they were specialty pizzas from Domino's. And so I had buffalo chicken and then their Philly cheesesteak. And then I saw like their sides and it's like jalapeno and bacon breadsticks. I'm going to get that. So I had like a thing of breadsticks and 2 large pizzas to myself.
Yeah. You know what the miracle? You know what the miracle was? Despite us being in Walmart, like shopping and stuff, I came back. My pizza was still warm.
Nice.
We weren't in there for that long, I don't think.
Yeah, I honestly, I had no understanding of like how long it takes for pizza to like become cold. Because cold
See,
pizza.
it's like
Newton's law of cooling, my guy.
Well, see, it's like grocery stores are like the opposite of movie theaters. You think you're in there for a long time, but you're not. While movie theaters, you're thinking like, oh yeah, it's still going to be like sunset when I come out. Why is it pitch black?
Yeah, I will never get used to that. Like when you go out there.
No.
It happened to me when we went to go see Mary Poppins Return.
But you know what's even worse? For some odd reason, me and my friends decide to see like a 8 a.m. showing of a movie.
Bruh.
So we went there, and then it's even worse coming out, and it's like, okay, your body's ready for it to be night, but you come out there and it's like daylight, and it's like, this isn't normal. Anytime I go to the movies, it's always night. Why is it daylight for once?
You just spat you out in the middle of the day.
Yeah.
I used to go to the movies unhealthy amounts.
Dude, we had a streak, man. You had a bigger streak than me, but we had a streak.
Yeah, we consistently went just because of like all those movie subscription services. I would just see shit, and I wouldn't even care if I wanted to see it.
Didn't you had movie? Was it Movies Anywhere? I can't remember what it's called.
Until that went under, and then I got Regal,
and it all went to hell. Yeah.
Me and my friends, we would make it like a thing. Like I would take my dad's Tahoe, because like, you know, high school and stuff, it was large enough to fit like as many of our friends comfortably, even if somebody was laying in the back. Not saying any did ever, but maybe just once or twice they needed to. Not saying they did though, because that's illegal.
What are you implying?
But but the Tahoe was black, and so we'd always be like, okay, so this weekend we want to take the big black hoe to the movies, because it's a Tahoe and it's black.
One girl was like, yo.
Oh God.
You going to hoe? Nah, So remember we went to there's a famous picture out there somewhere. By somewhere I mean on my phone.
Is it the Chili's picture?
No, it's me deep throating a sandwich.
Oh yeah.
God.
And it was right after we went to go see Overlord. Let me see. I'll find that picture real quick.
Is it bad that I like remember that cinema experience though?
What, of me deep throating the time?
I remember when we were in the theater, because I remember you had to leave the theater to piss in like the end of the third act.
Bro, I always got to piss. I don't know why.
You left like when this guy was like on the motorcycle and he had like they like put like grenades on him or
something. Oh no, I was there for that. I remember that.
Did you come back when that happened? Did you?
I came back when I can't. It was probably when they were getting ready to like plan it out, because I remember going that and I thought that was the coolest thing ever. But yeah, I don't know. It happened in Endgame as well. Cause it was like Infinity War or something like that.
So Jared, you said you're going to have a photo. If you want me to put in like the podcast video form, just send it, DM it to me. That way I put it in there.
I'll put it in the nice memes.
Tell me if you want me to censor your faces at all or not.
I mean, I'm the only one there. I don't care.
Oh, okay. And also, we're coming on. We're over an hour, but after cutting and stuff, it'll be less than an hour. So we should probably end soon though.
Nice. Let me see if I find that
So-
nice.
Anyone got anything funny they want to end on, or
Throat
someone
sandwich.
would do
If
the
we're
outro?
still on movies, what was it that we saw, Jared? Was it like it was one of the Annabelle films?
Oh, was it Annabelle Comes Home?
Yeah, it was Comes Home. Remember, like we were sitting in the theater and that old guy came in with like.
Yeah, look at his son. He was like, "This isn't Toy." He didn't say this, but I can only imagine he was like, "This isn't Toy Story." It's around the time Toy
You
Story
went in the
4.
wrong theater, dude. He was there for like 2 seconds.
So wasn't there like Toy Story? Toy Story. Wasn't I can't remember what there wasn't there like Toy Story like. I'm just gonna call it propaganda because I can't think of a word. Advertising. Advertising.
Yes, you can think of propaganda
Story
before the word
propaganda.
advertising.
Yeah, like advertising all over the doorway.
There's no way that like Toy Story 4 wasn't playing. Like
Well,
they went
that
in the
guy
wrong
wasn't
theater.
wrong though. Like for thinking that was Toy Story.
The
It
wrong
technically
Toy
was a
Story.
story about a toy. It
The
was a
wrong
story
Toy
about a
Story.
toy.
Actually, I'm gonna do some editing to this photo so I blur out my shirt.
Okay.
It's got my work spot location on it. iCloud has not been updated in 71 days. I'm gonna go on 72.
Uh-oh.
I keep sending it to update and it's like, nah, I'm just not feeling it today.
Dude, I always like have my phone says they'll do like an OMAC update later that night.
That's a lie.
And stuff. Yeah, it doesn't do it. It doesn't do it. It's like, okay, you say this 5 days in a row. Where is the update? Where is it?
My Xbox tells me the same malarkey. It's just like, yeah, dude, instant updates. We got you, bro. And I like get up. I'm like, all right, time for that nice Warzone update. I'm ready. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, guess not.
Time
We
to
should
update.
probably end the podcast now. So anyone want to do the outro or?
If you sneeze during this video, bless your face.
No, we can't steal an outro. We can't
Dang it.
steal
Yo,
outro.
DMCA, that was a felony, man.
All right, I got one.
Oh god. Oh no, I'm scared.
All right, so
Go for it.
statistics show that 90% of the viewers aren't actually subscribed to the channel. So you want to hit that
No,
subscribe button.
Natalie, hang on. ASMR that.
Okay.
ASMR.
Statistics actually show that 99% of viewers to this channel aren't subscribed. So if you want to be awesome, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And also tick the bell to make sure you get notified of all future uploads. This has been the Eternal Sunday Podcast.
Thanks for
Love
watching.
you.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah. Bye bye.